Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got a marathon by Dave, and this is a video-only marathon. And this is of a band called KNOWER. I've never heard of them. I'm super excited because this is also going to be kind of like a marathon for MV Unit, which of course is Tony. So yeah, I'm super excited. But I still don't know what we're getting into here. And these are, the moments of excitement that I go through, So Dave sent me a little email and it says here, the band is KNOWER. I was introduced to them by a comment by MV Unit. See, Tony? So it paid off to leave your comments. Of course it does. And they're always super interesting and I love them. Sometimes a little bit on the longer side, but hey, that's Tony. And it says, if you know who that is, of course, all you guys, I pretty much know all you guys. I have my kind of like inner, thoughts of how you look like. Some, I do know how you look like. Some, I have no idea. And I just make up my own little image. You're all very handsome, guys, so don't worry. And it says, I've been checking them frequently since now. They play jazz funk pop and might remind you of a little bit of a Snarky Puppy. Okay. Of which one song here will be a oh my God, I can't read today. A collaboration with. By the way, KNOWER is in Denver in May. Okay. Almost there. All these videos are all live going only doing 4:1 to keep it short. Okay, I appreciate that. Let's see. I mean, the video is going to be an hour. I mean, I know myself. So, now it says that. So the first video the first song is called Overtime. It says here the second one it's all nothing until everything. Number 3, Lady Gaga by KNOWER. And it says here, this is from 2010, and I picked it because of the technology being used. It intrigued me. The song is a medley of Lady Gaga tunes. All right. I do, you know what? I love Lady Gaga. Her music, I mean, is not bad. I love it. But it's not something I would like put on for myself. But what I love about Lady Gaga is her acting. Oh my God, her acting chops are on another level. I loved her in what was it with Bradley Cooper? A Star Is Born. Very cool. And now she's gonna play, Harley Quinn in the new Joker movie. That's gonna be amazing. And another movie I highly recommend is what was it called? I think Life of something Gucci, and she plays this Italian, she's so good. Now the last song is I Remember by KNOWER and Snarky Puppy along with Jeff Coffin on sax. We'll send videos. I got the videos already loaded up. Thank you so much, Dave. And House of Gucci, there we go. House of Gucci. And there's a cool line that I love to say. Well, it's Jared Leto who said, never confuse shit with a chocolato. Like, I don't know why he, like, that's such a bizarre, way to make a comparison. Never confuse the shit with the chocolato. And then he says, they might look the same, but the taste is very different. And then I'm like, okay, this man has been down the road, Okay, so first one is Overtime, and I love what I'm seeing already here. This is a typical VHS like image, If you grew up in the 90s, this was part of your life. So here we go. Let's show. Tracking, part of your every life experience. There was no HD, If you watched your movie too much, this is what happened to it. This is how it looked but you still loved it, you know. That's I mean, I remember my Vinnie Moore and Paul Gilbert and Yngwie Malmsteen videos, you know. That's how they looked like, you know, because I would literally like, they were running 24/7. All right, so here we go with the first song. And again, I really don't know what this is gonna sound like, but I trust in Dave. We trust. Let me just this. And here we go. Thank you so much, Dave, for doing this. Thanks everybody for being here, for, you know, liking the videos, for subscribing. Thank you, Tony, for inspiring this video. So here we go.
Why do I get a second go? What's the tempo?
Where you're
All right, so we get a very quick YouTube ad, which is, I mean, that already shows that the video has gotten a tremendous amount of views. We're just gonna mute it. This is like my new technique, so I don't have to re-edit the video and all that stuff. And now we can skip back to the video, and it's gonna start from the beginning, and we can show it again here. So I think this was some kind of like a joke if they filmed it in this quality, but who knows? Here we go.
Why do I get a second go? What's the tempo? 2, 1, 2, overtime.
You got my heart working overtime. I let you in, let you cross the line. You want my trust before you have to try. Give all your love if you wanna keep me. You got my heart working
Wow.
overtime. I let you in, let you cross the line. You want my trust before you have to try. Give all your love if you wanna keep me. You want my heart if you want my trust. Play with my heart.
Wow.
Give all your love if you want my heart. If you want my trust, don't play with my heart. Give me all your love. I'm gonna get right to it. I don't know if we should do this. You into something dangerous. 'Cause I'm little but I'm furious. I better be in the front seat.
Wow.
Cruising down Love Street. Don't waste this opportunity. I'm letting you get close to me. You got my heart working overtime. I let you in, let you cross the line. You want my trust, boy, you have to try. Give all your love if you wanna keep me. You want my heart if you want my trust. Don't play with my heart. Give me all your love. You want my heart if you want my trust. Don't play with my heart. Give me all.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm doing, but ooh, I don't wanna get ruined. Damn, can I get some for something? What? Just show me you're worth trusting. I'm the prostitute side of Mary. You know that I'm so sweet. If you want me to slow down, I'm not gonna hang around. You got my heart working overtime. I let you in, let you cross the line. You want my trust before you have
Bathroom.
to try. Give all your love if you wanna keep me. You want my heart if you want my trust. Don't play with my heart. Give me all your love. You want my heart if you want my trust. Don't play with my heart. Give me all your love.
Wow. I love the humor of these guys. I love it. Okay. All right. So I stopped it here because we're going to get another YouTube ad and I really don't want to see it. This was just, oh my God. I mean, let's see the comment section. Wow. Well, it doesn't really matter. Like, I love the comments, but I'm not gonna bore you guys right now with comments. Go to the video. Go to the video. Watch it. Like it. Subscribe to their channel. These guys are obviously on a musical level that is high above. You know, just those scales. You know, I mean, the sax guy. I love that there's no guitar player. I don't know why, even though I would love to see one, but hey, it's not necessary. You know, that sax player, I mean, the way he was improvising, just super cool outside. And I love that it's still, you know, like jazz, I guess. But it is, you know, yeah, it has everything, you know. It's not too jazzy, but it does have all the funk and jazz that you would expect from musicians like this. You know, that this is what is so fun to play. And I love her. I love her voice, and I just love their humor. I mean, this video was hilarious because it was purposefully done like in that 90s fashion with all these inserts, and you know, and it's very funny that it's so tight. You know, you feel kind of like that claustrophobia they want you to feel, of course, like, you know, this like, yeah, we have no space, so we have to do it like in some sort of hallway. Really cool. The keyboard player, amazing. The way he just like took off there, super cool. Also the improvisation. And then when they slowed down, I loved how they kept it going. So like with that vibe, you know, like just the tempo change, but pretty much, I mean, awesome. Everyone in this band is obviously fantastic. The drummer, the shirt rip at the end, I love that they just like literally looked like they had just woken up, you know. I love that kind of stuff, you know, that humor. And yeah, and I do love the music. It's great. So this was the first one. So yeah, I can see these guys. I've seen Snarky Puppy now live twice, and they're no joke. I mean, first we saw them in Oregon, and then we saw them here in Denver on my birthday. And even though I was having the worst heartburn in my life, I've never felt heartburn like this. I literally thought at the end of the concert, I was like having like a heart attack or something. But it was just heartburn because we had gone to one of our favorite Mexican restaurants, and I go hard on the spice, you know, on the salsa, and it was just like burning. Like here, I've just felt like I guess I'm so excited, you know. I'm so happy to be here that I'm just gonna die of happiness. No, but it was heartburn in the end. It just like, you know, I just had to sit there for an hour and just suffer, and then we couldn't get home. It was too far away. So once I had some milk and some Tums, it went away, but it was just so bad. So yeah, I always remember that my birthday with Snarky Puppy, and then literally like just like having so much pain because it was so painful that I was like, I mean, I guess, you know, that today's just the day, you know. It was bad, you know. But okay, so this is the next one here. It's all nothing until it's everything. This is the next song. You know, I'm gonna do something here because these videos get a lot of views, and I'm already playing it right now. And right now, in a couple of seconds, there you go. We have the commercial kicking in. Very smart. So I'm going to skip it. And now we can watch the video from its beginning. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Silence is always listening, 'cause me, we talk a little bit bigger. You go, the smaller it is.
Wow, the drumming is so sick. I mean, everything they're doing, and I can't believe that's actually the space for the rehearsal, because this is how it looked like when I was still living with my parents. Like literally, that's where we rehearsed, and not in the hallway because I would have gotten like murdered by my mom. But pretty much we had like my room was not like the biggest room, you know. So, and with a drum set, it is, you know. I actually, it's almost like I'm happy that they this is obviously a cool setup, and I love all the sound, you know, protection. But yeah, this is I totally know how this feels. And in Mexico, without air conditioning, and we had a friend, and we would always we loved going to his house because he had air conditioning. To have air conditioning in Mexico is a luxury. You have to have your own house. It's not going to come in any house. So what we had were like 3 fans, 4 fans, and they would make a lot of noise. And to rehearse with that and trying to record is a challenge, you know. So this, obviously, I'm sure they're he's not wearing a shirt, so I'm sure it's hot, but it's not like Mexico hot, and it's not cold as well. But I love this setup. It's just like, I love that musicians do whatever they have to play, you know. And I love their sound, you know. It's just so good. Again, let's keep going.
Skip the hate, my chicken walker is belly part. Like, oh, I've always been a star, stay good. Like Nathan would real way, the only way to get far.
That is a trip. Oh God, I missed it. Oh, wait. Okay. I thought this was a commercial. Okay, here we go. Wow, man. That guy on the piano, that was sick. That improv, holy moly. Ray Fist left Waith. Okay. That's one of the hardest last names I've tried to pronounce. Hey, he's a genius on the piano. Man, the keyboard, awesome. That little, trick he was doing. I don't know if it was like a chromatic kind of lick, but it was fun because it sounded almost like in that setting, like like electronic music, and again, the bass player, amazing. The drummer, fantastic. And her, the singer, she's amazing. Really cool. It's just an original style. I would go see this in a heartbeat live, like no questions. And the addition here of, the string section and then overdubbing the string section, like in the, I don't know what they were doing, like a minor third, or I don't know. I don't know. And then the horn section, like all these people, wow. And I think this was done, I guess, during COVID because of the masks. That was let's keep it rolling until as long as I can. Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. This is just fantastic. Thank you so much, Dave, for making me do this. This is the music that I aspire to listen to every day. Like I'm just like you. I'm always looking for something that's gonna challenge my, I don't know, I don't know, just the way that I play, and this kind of stuff like makes me like, oh, I really have to practice again. I have to get back to my practice routine, and I do it. I still do it. But not as much as I used to. But there's some scales right now, some Holdsworth, that I'm just like, you can never stop working on it because it's so complex and just to get them up to speed is, oh my God. And then to get that legato working, it's tough. If you really want it to sound legit, there's so much work you have to put into this, music. And, but it's worth it. Hey, it's worth it. And, I like these guys, like they study a lot. They practice a lot. That's just what you have to do. That's the only way, Okay, so the next one, this is the Lady Gaga, mix, or you guys wait, he used the word, I don't know why I would forget that. Give me a second. Medley. Okay, so I can't think of the word medley. Okay, so let's pull up the next song. It's called Lady Gaga, and I already did the commercial trick. Here you go.
I live for the applause.
Okay, I can't believe it. This guy, the drummer, is apparently also, I don't know what this is called, this kind of drum machine, but how do you even remember what to play? Like the outlay, right? It's insane. And he plays the keyboards. I love that most of these people are all multi-instrumentalists, you know, which pretty much, I mean, it does happen when you're into music like that, you know, you just learn to play other instruments by default, but to be so good at them, you know, I love it. This is really cool, you know, and I recognize all these songs by Lady Gaga from the radio. And I just love their style and their humor and that they dress up and the lighting and all that stuff. Really cool. Okay.
Baby, there's no other superstar, you know that I'll be paparazzi. Promise I'll be kind, but I won't stop until that boy is mine. Baby, you'll be famous, chase you down until you love me. Paparazzi.
That, like...
I'm gonna hold 'em like they do in
Sick.
Texas Pete. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me. Love game, intuition, play the cards with spades to start. And after he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart. I'll bring him down, down. Ready for those flashing lights. 'Cause you know that, baby, I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of truth. Out on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging on a moment of you. Just
Hey, fool me. Wow, man. I love it, man. This was so cool. So, Dave, really quickly, if you like this, because I like this very much, like this synth, you know, the synth music, and it's not all synth. It's like it was obviously less jazzy, but it still had all this stuff going on and all this techno that you can do with this machine. So there's this guy called, he's from Sweden. I really don't know his original name. It's a Swedish name, but he goes by Mitch Murder, like, you know, like a murder. And obviously he's not a murder. He's an amazing musician who comes up. He started doing like the synth stuff, you know, that you would hear in movies of the 80s, you know, like Top Gun or Risky Business, or that kind of like, I don't know, very synthy music that was very popular, like Miami Vice, and, you know, but also going into like the video game realm of music that was also very synthy in the 90s. So, but he does that now, but with original music. And please check out, like, go on Spotify or YouTube. I think even YouTube, it's awesome because I think he gets more recognition there, and he has like these videos on a loop of like 80s stuff and anime, and it goes all well. And it's very, he does like this Blade Runner inspired theme to music. Look him up, Mitch Murder. He's on a different level. Like, we've used his music for all kinds of stuff, like to exercise, just to like in the car, you know, to I sometimes improvise over. You know, it's really, really good. Check him out, Mitch Murder, and he's just fantastic. And if you like this kind of music, and it's not as, it doesn't get as, it's very serene, you know, it's very slow, but it's just synth composed right now. I mean, I've been listening to this guy since 2016, and he's just like coming out with more and more albums, and I wish I could just catch him one time, you know, on tour. But there's another guy that does something similar called Com Truise. I know it's like Tom Cruise, but in reverse, Com Truise. And there's other bands called like Power Glove, and it's a whole genre, you know. It's called synthwave. So if you like that kind of stuff, check him out. It's really great music because it gets also jazzy, but it also gets crazy like this. It really depends on the track. So I would really start out, let's see if I can recommend you an album. Dave, start with, and you're gonna really thank me for this. I've gotten friends into this, and they're like, "Oh my god, I thank you, Nick, so much for getting me into this music." Just start with the album, like maybe Current Events from 2011, or After Hours from 2017. You'll immediately know what I'm talking about, you know. And yeah, like this guy is the real deal. And he has, I mean, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, like, I don't know, almost well into the 20 albums already. Yeah, he just released a new album. Wow. Oh, 2. Okay, those are singles, but it doesn't matter. It's just like, you'll see that this is amazing stuff. I think I've done some Mitch Murder, but it didn't really get any kind of like, I don't know, nobody really like watched it. Please, you know, if you want to have a good time with some electronic music but that's not too crazy, check out Mitch Murder. Okay, so I'm letting the oh, this is with Snarky Puppy. Awesome. Yeah, I love those guys, man. I can't wait to see them again a third time. Okay, so let's pull them up. Put this here, and here we go. All right, this is called Snarky Puppy featuring KNOWER, which is Jeff Coffin. I Remember. All right, here we go. There he is.
Just open up the door and let it out. Come on, rain. Can't we just get along? Can't you just do what I really want? You really wanna live like this? Do you really wanna be like this? Do you really wanna live like this?
That bass, man. bass line is insane.
When I'm smiling, I don't forget. I remember. Can't forget. I remember.
Wow, man. Wow. Wow. Jesus. Wow, man. Sick. Wow. That is but this is like, you know, this is how it sounds like when you go to a Snarky Puppy concert. Like, I'm not even joking. That's the type of stuff you hear live. And wow. This was just fantastic. I can't wait to show this to Alexia's dad, and he's a jazz freak, and she is as well. And like, kind of like, I don't know, that's how he got into this whole like thing, the jazz thing. My dad was just a jazz freak, you know, like he wouldn't listen to anything else. At a certain age, he just stopped anything. I remember that I when I was in my metal phase and I got into Ingrid Malmsteen, he he was like, okay, that's amazing, you know, but that's about it, you know. And then I tried, you know, some I think I played him some Pat Metheny, he knew, but some other stuff. Al Di Meola, he got me into that because I was like, I stole it out of his record collection. And but I tried some jazz fusion with him, and he was like, nah, you know. So, but this again, this is not, you know, it still has that rhythm that he was very much like a rhythm guy, and he still is, you know. But he would like literally like set up like these congas and stuff and just, you know, jam along to his records. But he was more, you know, into like 50s, you know, jazz. And he got me into Stan Getz and Paul Desmond and, you know, Miles Davis and I was listening to like John Coltrane way before Alan Holdsworth, but like the solo here, you know, the sax solo, that was some Coltrane, you know, like that was some really like next level stuff. Like I don't know where that came from, and I love how musicians appreciate that. And the same band is like, you know, saying okay, you know. She, of course, like, you know, from NOWER, she did an amazing job. And the drummer from NOWER, I think I recognize them too. And then, but I recognize pretty much everyone from the band, of course. Corey Henry on the bass. And the guitar player was there when we played live. The guy on the keyboard. The other guy that... there's, I think, 2 keyboard players. I only saw one that I recognize. But the guitar player I did recognize, but and I think they change a lot, you know. There's so much, and they talked about that when they, you know, they have a lot of people, you know, come in and go out, and it's like that's just how it is, I guess, you know, in a band like this, because they're like a 10-piece or more. But yeah, I really recommend going to see Snarky Puppy. And hey, if you are in the Denver area, I can't wait to go see these guys. NOWER. I'm definitely gonna go support the artist, especially this kind of music, you know, which gets highly overlooked now, especially these days where we have auto-tune and all this boring, you know, crap, you know, this and I'm a fan of rap music, but not this new stuff. This new stuff is just poor, man. There's no imagination left. It's just like mumble. They literally call it mumble rap. No. That I can't appreciate it. It's just not artistic to me anymore. A good rap where they rhyme and, you know, they come up with these awesome beats, and, you know, those were the days. I guess rap right now is in a very weird place, and also being invaded by this reggaeton BS, you know. I just can't stand it. It's just and I don't know if you speak Spanish, you know what I'm talking about. It's dirty, it's filthy, and I swear like a sailor, but it's just like it's just negative. It's like degrading towards, you know, towards women and towards pretty much everything. The lyrics are just awful. It's just like I can't appreciate that music, and that the people dance to that and they like it. I can't believe it, you know. And so, because unfortunately, this music like this, it's so good to see, you know, in the video, there's young people, you know, in their 20s enjoying this, and they get it. But these are mostly all musicians, and that's the sad part of it, you know. Like, I think everyone in that theater when we went to see Snarky Puppy, all of those people are musicians, you know, or people that have been listening to great music all of their lives, and they get it, you know. But unfortunately, I wish that younger people were into this, more younger people, and this would be like the norm, you know. We go here in Denver, the jazz scene is very big, you know. We get during the summer, we get hundreds of jazz concerts outside, you know, the 5 Points in Denver. There's like 5 stages where 5 jazz bands perform, you know, and then we get I think it's like 4 weekends of music. So we're really blessed, you know. We have Kuvo Jazz here as well, KUVO, and they play we have that on always, you know, every time I go into the car. I don't even have to set up anything. It's just the radio is good stuff. I've heard some really great stuff coming out of there, you know. Pat Metheny, you know, John McLaughlin, Mahavishnu Orchestra, Holdsworth, Snarky Puppy. I've heard some really good stuff that you would never hear anywhere. So, but yeah, again, thank you so much, Dave, for this amazing display. This band, KNOWER, is just also, they're on the level, you know, of Snarky Puppy. Snarky Puppy, of course, has been around, I guess, a bit longer. I don't know, but them together, what a great combo. She did an amazing job here, you know, providing the voice, and you know, and I just love this style of music. Thank you so much for, you know, for requesting this as a marathon, and thank you, Tony, for getting Dave to, you know, to listen to this, and me, and now the whole channel. This is what I love about this channel. Thank you so much. And here we have arrived at 48 minutes and 40 seconds. I told you this was going to be a 50-minute video because I do like to talk about, you know, the music, or at least, you know, what's happening, instead of just saying, oh, this was a cool video, next, you know, like some people do. All right. Again, thank you so much. I hope everyone enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the video. Subscribe, please, to Snarky Puppy and to KNOWER. Support them, buy the records. You know, we need bands like this. We need music like this in, you know, in the 20s and the coming 30s. That's what we need. We need musicians like this. We need kids to listen to this music and say, hey, that's what I want to do. I want to play like this, you know. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, but people can do it. And this kind of music should live on forever. You know, jazz fusion, you know, cool jazz, all this stuff, you know, like, I mean, even pop, jazz, whatever. But, you know, I take that 100 times over anything that's being played on the radio, you know. All right. I'm making this too long. I don't want to leave, but I have to. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.